How to express your emotions in a romantic relationship. It's much easier to share your thoughts, the intellectual information in your brain, than your feelings. Both women and men can have difficulty expressing feelings, although male partners seem to have an even harder time with heart-to-heart communication. Sharing the depth of your feelings in your heart takes emotional risk and courage, as it can make you feel exposed and vulnerable. Knowing how to express your feelings is also the very thing that will create closeness and connection in your relationship. You can achieve deeper intimacy by sharing your feelings with your partner. Try these tips to help you feel more comfortable and prepared to express feelings with your partner. Tip number 1: accept your feelings. Emotional acceptance involves allowing your feelings to exist without judging or denying them. If you reject or stifle what you are feeling, it will likely worsen them. Judging, denying, or rejecting emotions can be harmful because it often results in unhealthy coping behaviors. This can lead to conflict and tension that harms your connection and intimacy. Accept that feelings are neither right nor wrong. Instead, it is the behavior that results because of the feeling that is judged. For example, just because you are angry, you do not have the right to behave violently. Managing uncomfortable feelings means accepting them without allowing them to overrun us. Tip number 2: learn how to describe your feelings. Identifying your emotions is essential to knowing how to talk about your feelings. Describe the feeling by saying it or writing it down. Think about how to help your partner empathize or help them understand what it's like to walk in your shoes. If you have difficulty finding the right words, remember that most feelings can be summed up in a single word. Research has also shown that naming your emotions, a strategy known as affect labeling, can reduce the intensity of the emotion and the distress associated with it. Tip number 3: practice, practice, practice. One strategy that can be helpful is to spend more time talking about emotions in general as part of your daily conversations. Ask your partner how they feel, then share your emotional state. If you are not used to expressing feelings, this may initially feel awkward. Practicing it in small steps will make it easier. For example, start by saying, "I feel angry or sad." Over time, this will begin to feel more natural. Start small by discussing more everyday reactions, and then gradually work your way up to having more profound and intimate conversations. Tip number 4: understand feelings versus thoughts versus mood. It's important not to confuse feelings with your mood or thoughts. Feelings come and go and change quickly, while a mood is a sustained period of an emotional state. Feelings convey our emotions, while thoughts occur in our brains and convey our thoughts and beliefs. Feelings can also be physical sensations. Another way to help you distinguish your thoughts from your feelings is using the I think versus I feel rule. If you can substitute the words I think for I feel in a sentence, you have expressed a thought, not a feeling. For example, I feel hurt is correct because you would not say I think hurt, right? Whereas a statement like I feel that he is a jerk is incorrect. You think he is a jerk. Tip number 5: avoid judgment. Try not to judge your own or your partner's feelings. If you want your partner to continue to share on a deep level, it is essential not to get irritated or defensive about the feeling expressed to you. Likewise, rejecting a feeling is rejecting the person feeling it. Research has found that feeling validated can help people better regulate their emotions. Showing each other this support and validation may improve your ability to cope with your feelings and reduce conflict in your relationship. Tip number 6: verbalize your feelings. Verbalize feelings with your partner directly. Your partner can't read your mind. While they may pick up on your vibe, they have no way to know what's going on in your head unless you tell them. When verbalizing your feelings, it's important to share your deeper underlying feelings, not just surface feelings. You might be expressing anger, but underneath, feel hurt or embarrassed. Expressing to your partner directly is much more crucial to developing closeness and intimacy. Tip number 7: share daily. You do not have to have deep, serious conversations about your relationship daily. but you do have to share your feelings, not just your thoughts about what is happening with you daily. While you should share feelings daily, avoid making decisions based on those feelings alone. Emotional reasoning is a cognitive distortion that contributes to faulty beliefs and can increase anxiety, conflict, and misunderstanding. When making decisions, feelings will be a part of the process, but you must also think logically and rationally. As we conclude, remember, to be successful at sharing your feelings, you must be open, honest, willing to make time for each other, and receptive to these talks. This needs to be a reciprocal process. You both must share on an intimate level with each other. It can't just be one of you. If you're having trouble expressing your feelings, consider couples counseling together or alone to better understand what prevents you from taking an emotional risk and having heart-to-hearts regularly with your partner. Are these tips helpful? Please leave your comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.